Hey, so today I wanted to talk about dental lab technicians. I feel like this is one of those jobs that you don't really ever hear about. It's a good job, but it's like you only hear the same 20, 30 jobs regurgitated when you're in school. It's like doctor, lawyer, plumber, teacher, whatever. But you never hear about these like other jobs. There's like thousands and thousands of good jobs, but you only ever hear the same ones over and over. So I think this is one of those kind of in the weeds kind of jobs that are good, but you don't ever really hear them talked about. So I wanted to go ahead and share it with you today. This is kind of like it's an indoor job where you get to work with your hands, and you're not working outside in the rain and stuff. It's you get to listen to your music and like craft if you're really crafty or introverted. I just think it looks like a really good job. So I wanted to let's go ahead and watch this little video here and see what it's like.
Welcome to the day in the life of a dental lab technician at Aspen Dental. This is our wonderful office that is located in Bourbonnais, Illinois. Making our way into the lab through sterilization, where we stop to turn on air, water, and vac every morning, then moving into the lab to turn on the lights, put on any apron or proper PPE for the day. We then start the day off by checking our schedule and emails to ensure that I am productive throughout the day with the things I do. Filling all waters and adding cavi to ensure proper sanitation throughout the day. Then soaking all models in the water for the desired time. Once the models are hydrated and trimmed, I then will proceed to articulate any unarticulated cases, and making sure my standard presentation is met for not only myself, but as well as my patient. After all the cases are prepped, I then start working on my daily schedule. The final step of every day is to buff and polish all dentures that were finished that day. This is
So it looks pretty messy. I think just your hands look like they get kind of messy. I don't think you're going to be coming home like filthy and sloppy and sweaty and gross and stinky at the end of the day. But it looks like you definitely work with your hands. It doesn't apparently you don't have to wear gloves or anything like that. It looks like you might get cut or something if you're not careful. Some of these little machines or whatever. But yeah, anyway.
very nice gloss all over. Next thing I do every day is an assessment with my trainee Amanda to make sure we are on track to meet all our goals. I am very thankful for the support that I receive from Aspen when it comes to training any new employees. At the end of my schedule every day, we are allotted 45 minutes for cleanup. That will continue.
In Aspen, when I'm looking through these job boards and stuff, it looks like Aspen is like one of the bigger companies. It looks like they hire a lot of people, so maybe that's who you should get in with. Apparently, they have a pretty good training program. You don't need any kind of degree. You just need high school diploma most of the time and some on-the-job training. I think there's definitely some like schooling you can get for certifications that look good, and I think there is even like an associate's degree, but that's pretty overkill, I think. Anyways.
Scraping, sweeping all floors, dumping all waters, and cleaning your station for the next morning. And to end the day, of course, we always change all our PPE, dump our waters, and turn off air and water back just to start the next day at Aspen as a dental lab technician.
So yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Like I said, working indoors. As a pest control technician for 5 years, I worked outside. And I can tell you, on the days it was nice, it was really, really nice. I loved having an outdoor job, but most of the time it was raining. I had to work in the rain. I had to crawl under houses, getting dirty, getting spider webs all over me, going in like hot attics, and I'm outside, just fleas in the yard and stuff. Working outside, it's good when it's good, but most of the time it's not very good. So, something like that, especially if you're like older too, sitting at a bench, working with your hands, I think it's a good job for older people. You're not going to get any crazy back problems or pull a muscle and that sort of work. So, yeah, I found how much they sort of make online, so I'll go ahead and share that with you. According to ZipRecruiter, it looks like, I live in North Carolina, so the average for North Carolina is about $24 an hour. Nationwide, the average is $28 an hour. And it looks like the top earners in North Carolina are making over $38 an hour. So that's pretty good money. Definitely nothing to complain about. You can survive on that for sure. Especially, that much money for not having a degree. I think that's really good. It's very fair. So I did scroll through Reddit to see if I could find anybody talking about how much money they made as a dental lab technician, and I just found this one post that said, "Am I being underpaid as a dental lab technician?" And down here he says, "Right now I'm being paid $20 an hour." But then he comes back later and he says he got another job, and I interviewed at another lab and got hired at $27 on the spot. So I just wanted to share that there is real people, and they are making around $25 an hour. Um, here's an example. I was also looking at, I just typed in, dental lab technician into LinkedIn, and I got a lot of postings. So people this is the Aspen company that made the video. $30 an hour. This one's 16, 20, 30, 35, 25, 29. So it looks like all these are paying pretty good. I don't know if I believe 60 to 64 sounds a little ridiculous. I don't know. That might be a little optimistic. But all these other ones, they're all kind of around the $25 an hour range. So I think that's pretty fair. So if I just wanted to kind of bring this to your attention, I'm trying to bring more of these kind of jobs to people's attention, just because I think people don't hear about this kind of stuff, and then they end up getting a job they really don't like, and they're like 5 years into a job they hate, and they got to figure out how to change careers, and it's definitely not ideal. So hopefully you found this entertaining and insightful, and hopefully I can bring you another one in the future. Thanks. Bye.